Hello, good morning. I'm seeing lots of fun people. Hello, everyone in the chat. All these early on time people, love it. Hello. Oh, you can wave back and everything. This is so fun. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday again. The weeks just seem to be flying in. I don't know about anyone else, but for me, it's like, how is it Sunday again? This is wonderful. Good morning. Hello. I see loads of people saying hello in the comments. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone? Tell me how your week is, how your week has been, what you've been doing, how your Sunday has looked so far. How is everyone doing? I've had quite a standard Sunday. I woke up. I suppose it's only 11 o'clock. What can you really do? To be fair, actually, loads of people do loads on a Sunday morning. Does anyone got like a really good routine that they do on a Sunday? I know people that get up and run and all. I'm not really into that personally, but if that's what you do on a Sunday morning, I take my hat off to you because I don't know how you could do it. But good morning, everyone. I see lots of good mornings in the comments. Hope everyone is good. But yes, today I want to have a good Sunday routine that they want to put in the comments. Ryan's laughing because Ryan's the kind of person that runs. I'm not the kind of person that runs. Good morning, everyone. Furloughed, so every day is the same. Literally only up now. You know, I feel that pain. Every day is the same. We wake up and we do the exact same thing. And honestly, I'm the same. If I wasn't on this, I would only be up now too. So it's okay. It's only 11. You have a whole day. Hello, everybody. Sunday rest day, absolutely losing. Right, every day for me is rest day, but absolutely you have to have a rest day at some point. Always. We love it. Rest days. So does bed, church, that's as far as it goes. And I think that's the only way it should be. A little Sunday nap. I was just about to say that, Beth. Sunday is the only day that there has to be a nap. Like, if you don't have a Sunday nap on a Sunday, then I think you're doing it wrong, guys. Like, I don't judge anyone that has their own schedule, but if there's not a nap included on a Sunday, you're kind of doing it wrong. But yes, no. Does anyone have to have a coffee in the morning or tea in the morning? What is it? What is the debate? Is it a tea or a coffee? I'm kind of controversial because I don't really like either. But so for me, I'm on the orange juice this morning. I hope everyone has something beside them. I have orange juice today. A Sunday dinner absolutely has to be included. Jim said both. Yeah, okay. Why both? Does it like depend on what mood you're in, or you drink both at the same time? If you drink both at the same time, fair enough. One in each hand. Lucy said coffee. Interesting. Any particular type of coffee or just coffee? Or like, I suppose that you can only do one type of coffee in a house. Some people are like experts and can do everything, like cappuccinos, espressos, everything in their house. It blows my mind. Wow. A big mug of tea, then coffee. Oh, you have both. That's very interesting. I suppose, do you? Always do you? Hello, some other people joining here. Just gonna say hello. What a lovely Sunday morning. Well, it's actually, I don't know about everyone else, but mine's actually kind of muggy and foggy, which is quite sad. It's not really a lovely Sunday morning, but it's a fine, fresh Sunday morning. We're awake. But yes, no. Well, I just want to introduce what we're doing. Most of you probably would have got like an email or would have seen it on the gram, on the feed. But really, the reason why you see my face this morning is because for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be starting a thing called the pre-show. So I'm sure, like, I know it's Super Bowl weekend, as far as my American football knowledge goes, and I know they usually do like a pre-show, then like a halftime show. So this is like the pre-show to get everyone pumped, to get everyone ready for church. All you awake people that don't just roll out of bed at past will be here. I am guilty of being a roll out of bed at past kind of person sometimes, and that's okay. But for all of you who are here and awake and ready to go, this is what we're going to do. It's going to be like a fun, relaxed environment. There's going to be some interviews with some people. I can't wait to invite my first guest in a little minute. But yeah, it's just going to be fun, relaxed, help you get ready for church, have your coffee in one hand, your tea in the other, your juice, whatever you decide to do while you get ready, while you wake up your other family members, or while you just sit, whether you be in your bed or your sofa. It's just going to be a fun environment, get you ready for the morning. Jim said tea at 8, then coffee when Ryan comes scrounging around. Oh, I really can't read. Tea at 8, then coffee when Ryan comes scrounging around. 9:30 a coffee. I don't know if I'm not reading that right, but Jim, I'm glad that you have both a tea and a coffee. I think you're probably me when you're in the office, when Ryan comes around with a coffee. Is that what it is? I don't know. You can clarify for me in the comments. I don't know. But yes, no, hello everyone and good morning. Good morning. There was only a few. Is no one a tea person? No one just a tea person? I only seen coffees in the comments. Is anyone solely and only a tea person? I can make myself drink tea if I have to. Like if I go to someone's house and they offer me tea, I'll drink it just to be a polite person. But I'm not really enforcing tea in my life. I'm sorry guys. Or coffee. Tea and toast. Beautiful. What a lovely combo, Ruth. Yes. Tea and toast. I don't even drink tea and I would still have that. A wee mint tea the odd time. I hear they're actually good for you. Like all them kind of teas. Like mint teas and like what's the other one? Like peppermint teas. I hear they're actually very good for you. Tea in the afternoon, but freshly brewed coffee first thing. Fair enough. I suppose coffee wakes you up, doesn't it? It does. No, coffee always. Laura's die hard for her coffee, absolutely. But I think I have spoken too much and I want to invite my first guest. Where are they? Let me see. There they are. Let's see if they will accept. Oh, we're waiting. Does anyone know who they could be? You probably don't. You drum roll in the comments. Hey! Hi, Jimbo.
Yeah, I was sorely tempted there to not come on for a wee minute just so as you would.
Oh, you're going to keep us waiting, keep us on our toes.
And then you would have to do that awkward thing where you fill in time when you're on, I'm raging I didn't do that for you.
Jim, thanks for liking me that much that you would do that.
See, those presenters on the One Show and all, whatever things like that happen, they just know what to do. Would Faith know what to do? But
I just go, hello, okay, yeah, it's coming.
Well,
how are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm all the better for being on with you on your new breakfast TV slot.
Breakfast show, I know. I'm the new. Who has a breakfast show? I don't really watch them.
Well, I only watch breakfast news, really, But Lorraine, you're the new Lorraine. There you are.
Here I am. I don't know who Lorraine is, but I'll take it.
Well, there you are. You have to look it up.
I have to look it up. But yes, no, I love this new edition. Don't think I've seen Jim with a beard before.
As you can see, I've a bit of a dilemma, right? So there's nothing going on up here, right? For all like yourself, Faith, who's got this lovely mane of flowing hair, you can one day decide to have it, in a ponytail, or you can have it swept to the side, or you can have it straightened, you can have it curly. It's great to have options, but when you're like this, you've no option.
Quite limited, aren't you?
Your appearance,
I
and
suppose.
Then part of me thought, could I grow a beard,
Oh.
So this is just a wee kind of
change my appearance,
and then I sort of can. And here I'm actually thinking. I wonder what you reckon on this. I'm thinking of key times in the year,
right.
Well, the first one coming up is St. Valentine's Day, so maybe Dan at pink.
Oh.
Yeah, and then in March, St. Patrick's Day, going for the green look.
Green?
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that would be a fun, nice wee addition.
Watch this space.
Watch this space. I think, what do you guys think? Should Jim do a wee... What?
Great for thinking, You sort of sit and you do this.
See, I can't do that. Sadly, I don't have really a thinking. Someone said, who is this? Pip said a wee tin of boost in the morning. Absolutely, you can't beat it.
A wee tin of boost.
That's very interesting. I think, Jim, I think you could suit. I think you could be one of few people that could pull off a pink beard?
A pink beard? Yeah.
I think you could.
Okay, well, Andrea actually did go in the shop there the other week and come out with this wee tennis stuff.
Oh,
So
we didn't die.
she's up for it, yeah, so give it a go.
Well, there you go. That's all you need. Once the wife's up for it, you're sorted, you're done, you can go for it.
Yeah.
But no, well, how have your weeks been? Now, can you actually explain your comment? Because I was a little bit confused.
Sorry, so yes, I get up in the morning, a cup of tea. It's never coffee, it's always tea first
Always
thing.
tea.
But then when we're in the office, usually about 9:30, it was a bit of a dig at Ryan. A wee rap comes to the door, because I've got a wee coffee machine going on in my office. And usually whenever I have one on for myself, wee rap comes to the door whenever he's in. And I always know that's Ryan.
That's Ryan with his coffee.
You know, that wee curly sort of mop comes around the door going, any chance of one of those? So, you know, tea and coffee by 10:30, there you are.
There we go. Look at that, you've got them in for the day, don't need any others. You're done, tea and coffee done by 10.
I know. Punching off the walls by 12.
Wonderful. Well, what have you been up to? What have your weeks looked like?
Me?
You.
Well, I suppose maybe a bit unlike a lot of people, my week's I'm still kind of working. Compassion Belfast is kind of still going, albeit not in the full capacity that we'd like it to.
Yeah.
So pretty much I will be over at the church, although this past sort of week and a half I have sort of just been at home. But so I'm kind of working a wee bit between the office over at church and working at home. But either way, I'm sort of still kind of working away.
Doing something, keeping busy.
You know.
Yeah. And what's your favourite thing to do to pass the time at the minute? Because we seem to all have so much time in our hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, Andrea and I have really started just walking, you know. Mostly at night time, because that's whenever we've got time to do it. But we'll sort of get the odd one in during the day as well, you know, and just going off for a walk.
Yes.
And then, of course, a walk and a talk. So it's great to just, talk to each other. She tells me what's going on in her sort of world, what's going on in mine. And then, of course, we have a few things in common that we kind of try and talk about and get sorted out, you know.
Yes.
So, walking and talking, that's what
walking and talking, a lot of walking and talking. Love to hear it. So they go hand in hand, don't they? Walking and talking.
And they rhyme, so I recommend anybody to fill their time get something that rhymes.
Right. You can't do it unless it has a rhyme. That's what I took. There we go. Okay, well, I do want to ask you a wee bit more about compassion, but before I do, I want to ask you a few like get to know you questions, right? Well, they're not really get to know you, they're more just would you rather questions, I suppose is what they're called. It wouldn't be an interview without them, let's be real. So the first one is, would you rather have 4 feet or 4 hands?
4 feet or 4 hands?
And why?
I think I'd rather have 4 hands because you use your hands more than your feet, don't you?
You do.
So it means like if you're working on something, you've got extra hands to do it. I mean, if you're out in the garage fixing something, you generally don't use your feet.
That's true.
You use your hands. So an extra set of, and we could all do with an extra pair of hands.
An extra set of hands.
There you go.
You know, I asked her when we did the same thing. She goes, I would get so much more done around the house. I said, okay, that's fair enough. You have more hands. Yeah. But Lucy said more feet because she likes to dance. Well, easier to run. I wonder, could you get places faster? Because obviously, like, dogs have 4 feet.
I mean, if you have 2 extra feet, does that mean you have to have 2 extra legs?
Oh. Probably.
Oh, where would they go, you know?
I suppose that you couldn't really have feet coming out of your feet.
Well, they have to be on the end of something, don't they?
Yeah, you would have to have. Yes, you have 4 legs.
Well, 4 legs.
And I suppose if you're extra hands, I suppose no, you can have extra hands here. You don't have to necessarily have another arm. I mean,
can you imagine, like, that's long? Think of the things you can hold.
Oh my! I don't
look into that. Plastic surgery, that's the way.
Plastic surgery.
Can I have an extra hand,
please?
Give me an extra hand.
Oh, very funny. Okay, the next one is, would you? I know you love to cycle, so would you rather never be able to cycle again, or only be able to cycle everywhere you go?
Oh, definitely only ever to be able to cycle where you go.
Really?
Oh, yes.
So if you had to go, like you guys go to France on holiday, you would cycle to France?
Yeah, I mean, well, that would be great, you know.
Wow.
Maybe a bit far, you know, maybe somewhere like
Just a little
flying
bit far.
bike, I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I think like we're too dependent on a car, you
Wow.
know. I mean, if
That's
I want
true.
to nip down to the Spar, which is really like it's a 5 minute walk, it would be a 1 minute cycle, but in the car like as well, it's just as takes the same time to probably drive to the Spar and park
I suppose by the time you park
as
and
it
all.
does the walk. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to be less dependent on the car and just go everywhere on the bike.
Wow.
When the car's there, you just get into it, you know.
I suppose it's, you know, I really thought you were going to say never be able to cycle again. And I thought it was going to be, but you didn't.
I hate to shock you. Hate to shock you, you know. Everybody should start cycling more. And then this whole sort of period of lockdown, the previous one, everybody was cycling. If you
Everyone
go to
was
the bike shop,
cycling.
you can't buy a bike anywhere in Belfast. They're very hard to get.
Oh my.
A lot of parts of bikes have sold out, such
Sold
as the
out.
demand. So hopefully that
That's
continues.
basic.
Everybody get out there and cycle.
I know. I don't really cycle all that much, to be honest.
Well, you should. Especially you living so close to the Cumber Greenway, you know.
I know, actually. There we go. That can be my task for next week. Start cycling.
Right.
Okay, and the last one, you might have to think about this one a bit. If you were to write a book about your life, what would you want it to be called?
I think it would be called Can You Believe It?
Oh.
Well, for a number of reasons. The first being, can you believe that I would actually write a book? Because imagine that one of the qualifications to writing a book is that you have to maybe read books. And I'm not a great reader.
Really read books.
I really struggle.
Guilty with that one too.
To finish a book, you know. So
yes.
to actually write one and like that would be, can you believe that he wrote a book? And then of course, I suppose on a wee bit deeper level, there are things that have kind of, I look back on my life and go, like, can you believe that I was involved in that, or you know, I had a part in that, or
yeah,
and I mean attribute that to sort of God, you know.
Yeah.
There's no way in this world. I mean, I remember the first time I went on a mission trip to Africa, and I was in Senegal, and I remember standing on the most westerly point in the African continent, which is in the country of Senegal, and that's the point where a lot of the transatlantic slave trade came out of that point, going off to the Bahamas and the Americas and all.
Yeah.
And I remember standing there going, only because of God I am standing here in this like amazing spot in the world, you know.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
So there's so many other things in my life that I just go,
wow.
Can you believe that I was, you know,
yeah.
That? And well, I suppose you can, because you know, with God all things are possible.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
So,
wow.
Faith, you've got me going here.
Wow.
I'm going to read it.
That was good. I cannot wait to see it. Can you believe it? On shelves.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Let's wait for the movie, Faith. You're not much of a reader, so you're not.
Yeah, no.
There'll be a movie of it, so, you know.
Yep, perfect. That's my kind of thing. I can wait for the movie.
Jason Stratham playing me.
Well, while you are actually on it, I do want to talk a little bit about compassion. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, you're the compassion coordinator? Is that you?
Yes.
You are indeed. So tell our lovely people who are watching with us, what is compassion in a nutshell? Like you kind of touched on it, but like what have you been doing at this time, like continuing with compassion?
Okay, well, in a nutshell, in its simplest form, Compassion Belfast is a charity that was birthed at and is based at UT Belfast Church. And sort of, I mean, over a range of different kind of projects and activities that we do, it's all about helping people who are facing some sort of crisis or they're in some sort of need. And that's very varied. And basically, we're there to try and meet that need with a heart of compassion, because that's what the heart of God is. God's heart is a compassionate heart. And that's what we're trying to mirror, you know.
Yes, really cool.
Since, as I say, we do a range of different projects, but because of coronavirus and the whole restrictions and lockdown,
Yeah.
some of those kind of projects have kind of had to be put on pause, because Compassion is very much about up close and personal with people.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of it. But at the minute, we can't be up close and personal with people.
Sadly.
So some of the things that we do have had to kind of stop or pause or adapt. But so we're not doing as much as we'd like to be doing, and we
Yeah.
certainly want to be doing, but we still are doing stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And I suppose the big thing that we're doing is through the project, the living room, which is, you know, a space on a Monday night where people come down to the lounge in the church, if you know it, and it's
Yeah.
like a wee coffee sort of shop vibe, for want of a better term, where people can get a cup of tea, get a coffee, they can sit down, they can relax, and they're there because they're maybe in some sort of crisis and they need help just to put some food in their cupboards.
Yeah.
So that's what the living room is. And although at the minute we're closed to guests because of the restrictions, but we are operating a doorstep delivery service.
That's cool.
So people can just either message us on Facebook, send a text to the phone number, and we will then get pre-packed supplies of groceries and household essentials out to them, dropped at their doorstep. So
Very
that's
good.
kind of that's the one project that's going on week by week.
That's good.
Albeit not in the full sort of going all guns blazing with it. We're maybe on second or third gear with it, but it is still going, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So,
And then, so that's unbelievable. But like, if as we are at home, what can we kind of still do to help Compassion?
Yeah, well, that's and there still are things people can do. Yeah, I mean, some people are in touch saying, when can we get out doing our Compassion walks again?
Yeah.
Do you need a hand with this? So there are people kind of keen to still be doing. Unfortunately, we just can't facilitate it at the minute.
Yeah.
But please, 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 would you pray for Compassion Belfast? The living room's a big thing. Like I say, it's still happening. We do have volunteers come down and put together the boxes or the bags of food. Pray for those people, you know, as they come down, keep them safe, keep them free from any infection of anything. And just pray that the charity kind of can sustain itself, can keep going. And actually on that, another thing people can do, when we're about to just launch across our social media platforms, you know, we really need people to stand with us. Lots of people kind of like what we do, are interested in what we do, follow what we do, and we're asking people to stand with us. If you like us, then stand with us.
Yeah.
And how you can do that is we really are unashamedly appealing for people to monthly actually support us financially.
Yeah.
I mean, a big thing is we've managed to keep going. We've managed that. I mean, over the course of the lockdown, those doorstep deliveries that I've told you about, we've done, I would say, 200 plus deliveries to people's homes.
Unbelievable.
We managed to keep Project Christmas Box going. There were 288 children received gifts at Christmas.
Yeah.
Over 100 families received a Christmas hamper, all supported by the amazing people of UT and others.
Yeah.
And that's been good to be able to do that. And we want to keep doing it over this
100%.
season and beyond. But if we're going to do that, we need people to stand with us. This has been a challenging time financially. We've managed to keep doing what we're doing and we're doing it well, but it's been challenging. And we need people to stand and say, I like that charity, I follow it, I believe in it. Well, then would you stand with it and actually maybe consider what you could do every month, commit to it.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. That's how you
pray
with us and support us. And watch out for across our email and social media. There'll be information coming on that this coming week. So
awesome. Well, Jim, thank you so very much for joining me. I seen in the comments earlier David said this morning with Faith and Jim, and I'm here for it. I love it.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. You can go on ahead and get ready for church. You can run to the sofa and grab your tea and coffee.
Put your suit on. Yeah.
Put your suit on. Your Sunday best.
Okay.
No, thank you very much. And I will see you very soon.
Good to see you, Faith.
See you later, Jim.
See ya. Bye.
But yes, so that is that's unbelievable what Jim said. And as he said, like, You can pray, like just ask, like we're going to actually do a thing where we send deep prayer requests and praise reports in. So I'm sure in Compassion Belfast they will have all prayer requests of what you can do. You can DM and find out. But it's a great way, it's a great thing that we have as part of UT Belfast. It's something that we should be really proud of, and that we get to play a part in what is going on. But we can continue to do that as we sit in our houses or whatever it is we find ourselves doing day to day. But yes, just before we do rush off and go to church, on this page you can DM UT Belfast, or you can DM on Facebook. If you have any prayer requests or any praise reports, we will be taking time to pray for those on this live whenever we do it on Sunday mornings, just so that we can praise together and we can be doing things. And even though we're not physically together, we can still be a body and we can be praying together. So yes, you can do that from today, from next week, before, whenever. I'm going to pray really quickly, and then I'm going to let you all go. If people need to go to the toilet, need to grab their tea, grab their coffee, get everyone else out in the house before we do start church at past. But yes, I'm going to pray for you all really, really quickly. God, I thank you for who you are. I thank you for what it is that you're doing. I thank you that even though we are not together physically, God, I thank you that we are still together because of who you are. Jesus, I thank you that we can come, and even though we're in our different places, whether it be in our bed or in our sofas or wherever we find ourselves, God, I thank you that we can still tune into what you're doing in other people's lives. God, I thank you for what it is that you are doing. God, I thank you that even though we can't see what it is that you're doing completely, God, that we know that you're doing something. We know that this is for a purpose. God, I pray for whatever Ryan is going to say this morning in church. God, I pray will it really speak to our hearts. God, I pray will it be your words and not his. And I thank you, God, that you're going to do something completely significant in each and every single person's life. God, may they be watching this, or may they be still waking up. God, I thank you for what you're going to do. I thank you that you are always going to exceed our expectations and our thoughts, God. And I pray this morning, God, will you come? Will you be comfort to those who need comfort, peace who need peace, joy for those who need joy, God. And I thank you that we actually can find joy in the craziest of places. God, I pray, Holy Spirit, will you be with us? Will you keep us safe? God, I thank you for who you are and what it is that you're going to do. In Jesus' name, amen. So yes, guys, go, feel free. Thank you so much for joining me, for watching and being here this morning. I do hope everyone has a great Sunday, and I hope everyone enjoys church. You can go, run, do that, and it's going to be starting at past. You can either catch it on YouTube or on Facebook. But yes, thank you guys so much, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.